talk about this for many reasons. I think the biggest reason is to protect the most important people in my life, which is the mother of my kids.
Is there an opportunity for a re-invite? Is there anything you could do? Any message to the ex-wife?
A re-invite? I don't know. I think maybe it's best to let her have her moment and me not be there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think that's good.
I feel like
as long as the kids get to experience that and be.
Later, she even says, I'm her soulmate.
My soulmate, I know for a fact that it's Austin, and I also believe that my life partner is also.
Y'all, the internet is on fire. Catherine Paiz just got her fairy tale ending. Or so we thought. The YouTube queen tied the knot with Brazilian tattoo artist Ayori 10, and the vibes were straight out of a Pinterest dream. Think twinkling lights, cathedral bells echoing like a movie scene, designer dress shimmering under soft golden lighting, and her adorable kids walking her down the aisle. Everything was pure romance. Until Austin McBroom decided to open his mouth. Because leave it to Austin to turn a peaceful wedding into a headline. During a recent live stream, he went from wish her well to implying the entire wedding might have been fake. I'm talking full conspiracy energy. According to him, that marriage might have been less love at first sight and more visa at first signature. Yes, you read that right. He hinted the ceremony could have been rushed for immigration reasons, and that one comment flipped the internet upside down in seconds. Now everyone's side-eyeing those romantic wedding clips like, hold up, was this real love or a panic project? Because honestly, going from engagement to I do in under a month, that's not a love story, that's a sprint. Fans started digging through timelines, TikToks, and old posts like FBI agents, pointing out how every detail of the wedding seemed a little too Instagram-ready and emotion-heavy. And speaking of emotion, let's talk about those wedding tears. Catherine looked stunning, but when she broke down mid-vows, fans weren't convinced those were happy tears. Some swore she looked strained. The new theory? She wasn't crying with joy, she was crying under pressure. And given what Austin said, people are starting to wonder if those tears had a whole different meaning. But wait, here's where the drama dials all the way up. Austin was originally invited to the wedding. He even said on stream that he planned to go for the kids and that he wanted to see Catherine happy. Cute, right? Except when the day came, he didn't show. And according to him, Catherine understood. But come on, let's call it what it was. That's giving major uninvited energy. Especially when his nice guy act disappeared the moment those shady little visa comments dropped. What makes this entire story even more mind-blowing is how fast it all happened. Catherine's divorce from Austin was finalized in January 2024, and by November, she was already soft-launching Ayori with a mysterious poolside pic captioned, "My love," and a pink heart emoji. No tag, just vibes. Within a few months, boom, she announced her engagement. Then before anyone could blink, she was walking down the aisle. Like, girl, we love, but that's Formula One speed. Fans are torn. Half are screaming, slay queen, move on, while the rest can't shake the feeling that this wedding was way too picture perfect, almost like Catherine was trying to prove a point. Prove she leveled up, prove she's happier, and most of all, prove she didn't need Austin for her fairy tale ending. And speaking of Austin, let's not act like he's an innocent bystander here. Their breakup history is messy movie level. Remember that Call Her Daddy episode? Catherine went on there and exposed their decade-long roller coaster. She accused Austin of cheating, not once, not twice, but allegedly even while she was pregnant. That podcast was her official, I'm done and I'm telling the world moment. But Austin being Austin, he wasn't gonna let that slide. Hours after the episode dropped, he jumped on Snapchat talking about how he was about to drop an atomic bomb. He didn't say her name, but let's be real. We all knew who he meant. Ever since, he's been throwing subtle shade and messy hints every chance he gets. And now this latest visa dig feels like his most chaotic move yet. Instead of letting Catherine live her fairy tale moment in peace, Austin jumped right back into the spotlight, and this time he went all in. Somewhere between his heartbreak videos and his cryptic live streams, he started hinting that Catherine might not be as innocent as everyone believed. Yep, according to him, she wasn't just moving on fast, she was already talking to Iori before the ink on those divorce papers even dried. Now, whether it's revenge talk or real tea, the way he framed it had everyone gasping. Austin implied Catherine cheated with Iori while they were still married, and then tried to twist it by saying she condoned his own cheating. In other words, he's trying to flip the entire narrative and make himself look like the misunderstood husband who was wronged twice. Fans are screaming, the timeline's in flames, and it suddenly feels like the divorce drama was just the trailer, because this new storyline is the full-length movie. After Austin started dropping those hints, people went back and replayed every detail from Catherine's wedding. And baby, the vibes got weird real fast. The more fans looked, the more they realized something about the whole ceremony felt off. There were no big reveals, no venue teasers, not even those typical bride-to-be countdown posts Catherine's known for. Even her siblings stayed mysteriously online. No family hype, no shared photos, nothing. It was like everyone involved got a secret memo saying, "Shh, don't post a thing." Like, tell me that doesn't scream drama brewing in private. And while the internet was busy dissecting Catherine's mysterious wedding, Austin was busy, well, falling apart in high definition. The moment those wedding photos went viral, he posted this emotional, cinematic masterpiece, a full video featuring his brother checking in on him. But it didn't look raw, it looked produced. Like full Netflix lighting, close-ups, the dramatic pauses. It was heartbreak wrapped in a performance. Fans joked that it felt more like an audition tape than therapy. Speaking of therapy, Austin made sure cameras were rollers for that too. He shared another clip walking into his therapist's office, trying to look all calm and composed, while the lens lingered just long enough to capture his broken man expression. But come on, everyone saw right through it. The comments were merciless, comparing him to every classic sad ex who becomes suddenly self-aware after the woman he mistreated finally moves on. One fan absolutely nailed the sentiment. This narcissistic man is just like every narcissistic man who plays victim when the woman he hurt finally gets her peace. And honestly, at this point, nobody could disagree. When Catherine was speaking out about the pain she endured during her marriage, Austin wasn't shedding tears. But now that she's smiling and thriving, suddenly we're getting slow-motion heartbreak reels. Make it make sense. Another comment went viral too. This man-child cannot let Catherine have 5 minutes of joy without turning the spotlight back on himself. And that pretty much sums it up. Catherine's out here glowing in her new chapter, and Austin is filming breakdowns like he's directing a tragic love story about his own mistakes. No one's denying heartbreak hurts, especially when kids and history are involved, but the way he's packaging it, it's giving guilt dressed as grief. The internet's calling it out loud and clear. Austin doesn't know how to lose quietly. He's not mourning, he's rewriting, trying to twist the ending so people feel sorry for him instead of realizing how much he contributed to the fallout. But here's the kicker. He's been silent lately. And not the moving on kind of silent. The strategic kind. Because if there's one thing we know about Austin McBroom, it's that he absolutely hates being the one left behind. So now fans are convinced he's sitting somewhere plotting his next move, probably waiting for the perfect moment to drop something. Whether it's another tell-all, a truth video, or some dramatic live stream that will break the internet again, let's just say nobody's buying the peace and quiet act. This isn't closure. It's the calm before another digital storm. And if history tells us anything, Austin doesn't do quiet endings. So stay tuned, because the next chapter of the Catherine Austin drama might just be one explosive surprise away. The tea's still brewing, and baby, it's nowhere near cold yet.